Thank you everyone for staying on for the overview and scrutiny panel for environment, communities and partnerships. Have we got any apologies? I think we're all here, aren't we?
No apologies.
So, responses to questions arising from the previous... minutes. Sorry. Can we agree to the minutes of the last meeting that they're accurate and correct? Thank you.
Sorry to delay proceedings. Very quick.
So, can we have some responses to questions arising from the questions from the previous meeting?
So obviously there were a couple of questions that were left unanswered at the end of the previous meeting. We've now got those answers, which have obviously been circulated to you following the meeting. So I'm assuming that everybody is happy with those, unless there's any further questions on them. If that's...
Not members of interest?
yes.
Has anyone got any declaration of interests?
No.
No. I want this so quick. So let's have a look at the notice of key executive decisions. Is everyone happy with those? No comments? Great. Item 5, overview and scrutiny working programme. Has anyone got any comments about that? Councillor Harvey.
Thank you, Chair. A couple of meetings ago, I asked for mental health to be added on, and I'm just wondering if we could set up a working group to look at that, please.
Sorry, Councillor Harvey, what did you say? Oh, yes. Yes, I remember now.
Mental health.
Thank you, yes.
So I think what I can do, I think if perhaps the best way to move that forward is if perhaps we email round with to sort of gauge some interest on that, and then we will look at a group, unless anybody wants to express an interest in such a group at the moment. If there's any interest at the moment in doing that, or would you prefer me to email that round to everybody to see an inclusion in that, if that works? Looks like the option. Oh, sorry, Councillor Bywater.
Given the debate and discussions we've had previously on the previous agenda item, are we got any plans to look at the waste collection after Cabinet made their decision and where this goes? Are we going to look at this on this committee?
I don't think there's currently any plans for it to come back to the Environment, Communities and Partnerships as it stands at the moment, unless obviously there's any calling procedure. Do you mean to bring it back as a review to see how the service is operating?
Just let it drip, because if we don't hit those figures of 30%, 50%, and it comes back at 20% or 15%, I think we should potentially look at it.
So to perhaps to request a review in say 12 months, or well, I suppose obviously it won't start until April, but to keep it on the agenda as there's something that we would like to review at a certain point. Yes. Was that what you were going to say, Councillor Corley?
Yeah, that's pretty much, I think, what we see. We heard quite a lot of talk about other things that have been worked on, other parts of the plan that are still being, pulled together. I think it'd be incumbent on this panel to be made aware of those as they come to fruition, so that we can understand how the whole thing is building. Rather than wait till it's implemented and 12 months later we have a review. I'd like to be part of the process. I think that was the point many of us made, that it would have been useful to have been part of a process rather than have something presented as a fait, well, not even a fait accompli, a semi-fait accompli, shall we say. So yeah, definitely it should be in this panel on a regular basis.
It is related. I think it'd be quite a good idea if we looked at the recycling incentives that were part of the household subscription service, assuming it goes through Cabinet. That would be in the environmental remit, I would imagine.
Yes.
Just, Chair, if I can just add to that, then I think if we're looking at specifics, and we talked about the impact on household recycling centres, maybe we need to just keep that in check really, and how that's playing out really.
Thank you. Has anyone else got any comments? Councillor Hunt.
Yes. Has there been any progress on organising a presentation from the Great Fen?
Yes, I'm just in the final stages of sorting that out. So we will obviously, I'll update you on that by email, because I think we'll have that prior to the September meeting. So, so there's a bit of a gap now. So, yes, so I will keep you updated on it.
Councillor Orbe?
Mr. Morley had his hand up before I did. It was just to say that I'll sit down with the project team and come up with some suggestions of obvious times to bring things back, where there might be decisions or opportunities for input, if that's helpful.
Thank you, Chair. I agree with suggestions from Councillor Shaw and Councillor Bywater. I think that's good things to incorporate both into monitoring the progress on that. Just on page 21, the Romans Edge letting plan, I know I've harped on about this before, but I think there are lessons to be learnt across the district, particularly as the district grows, as housing development grows, as affordable housing becomes part of big developments. I think it's important we learn the lessons from this. I'd be keen for an update as to when we can get a presentation.
Has anyone else got any other comments? Well, in that case, hopefully this is the quickest meeting ever. Thank you for your attendance.